I mean, I have to say this is about the stupidest bill I've ever seen. Just a stupid, stupid, stupid bill.
Folks, this is exactly how everyone should talk to and about the Republican Party. Listen closely as Democratic Representative from the state of Massachusetts, Jim McGovern, rips apart the Republican Party's, quote, stupid, poorly written bill.
So this is a stupid resolution that was written poorly to begin with. We're talking about socialism in this resolution, but we're not talking about a definition or what it is. Are we talking about public schools? Are we talking about roads? Are we talking about Social Security? I mean, give me a break. We've been hearing this stuff for decades and decades. Republicans saying Democrats want socialism. And it's always some big scary takeover that's just over the horizon that everyone needs to be afraid of. When you don't have any good issues on your side and fear is all you have, that's what you run with, I guess. And that's the Republican playbook. You know what's funny is that the same Republicans who decry anything that government does as socialism never seem to have a problem when it comes to huge handouts for billionaire corporations. They want socialism for the rich, but capitalism for the poor. Now, call me crazy, but here's what I think. This resolution is not about socialism. It is about scaring people. It is about dividing people. And quite frankly, I think, based on what happened in the Rules Committee last night, it is about setting the stage to go after the social safety net in this country, which includes Social Security and Medicare. If that wasn't the case, why in the world would my Republican friends not allow a clarifying amendment to make it clear that that was not the intent?
Representative Jim McGovern absolutely ripped this legislation, this resolution, to shreds. Republicans are only going to do one thing over the next 2 years, and that's grandstand. They're going to put forward performative measures like this, which is just a signifier to their support base, who are so used to hearing dog whistles like socialism, when in reality, what they're trying to do is go after the Social Security safety net. They want to go after Medicare. They want to go after Medicaid. This is absolutely their plan. And so what they do is they use scary dog whistles, things that are scary to people who don't know enough history to understand exactly what the Republican Party is doing. Good on Representative McGovern for absolutely exposing the reality that Republicans are perfectly fine with socialism for the rich and rugged individualism, capitalism for the poor.
And let me just say to my Democratic colleagues, vote however you want on this. Doesn't matter because it does nothing at all. Oh, it denounces Pol Pot. Of course we denounce Pol Pot. I've never heard anyone say anything nice about him. We denounce Stalin. Didn't know that needed a resolution. We denounce Kim Jong Un. Well, not all of us, actually. Because, in fact, if I remember correctly, it was the leader of the Republican Party, Donald Trump, who said he fell in love with him, who talked about how talented he was, who called him a great leader, who bragged about their chemistry. Did any of my Republican colleagues speak up when a brutal tyrant named this resolution was applauded on the world stage by the President of the United States? Did they denounce that? You know what's interesting, Mr. Speaker? One name I noticed was missing from this list: Vladimir Putin. Like, what's up with that? I mean, we condemn Lenin and Stalin, but not Putin? Is that like a Trump thing? Did he put in a call? Seriously, why is Putin left out? And by the way, this isn't just a stupid bill, it's a badly written stupid bill. It lays out all of these awful people and then says we're, quote, rejecting the implementation of socialist policies in the United States of America. And nobody, not a single person so far, has been willing to clarify for me what exactly that means. What the hell are they talking about? Are we talking about public schools here? Fire departments? Roads? What about Medicare and Social Security? Republicans have called Medicare and Social Security socialist programs for years.
Because that's their plan. Their plan is to absolutely go after the safety nets. The few safety nets that we have in this country, it's too many for the Republican Party. The Republican Party absolutely is comfortable with you having to work until you die. They're absolutely comfortable with you not being able to get any type of health care, let alone some kind of socialized health care. They're absolutely determined to make this country as untenable, as unbearable as they possibly can for every single American who is not rich. Now, Jim McGovern was not done. Listen as he actually exposes the fact that the Republicans in this resolution, they condemn socialism, but they would not condemn Nazism.
We gave you an opportunity to expand the list to include the National Socialist German Workers' Party, which is the Nazis, who were responsible for the killing of 6 million Jews, and everybody voted no on the Republican side. I just can't get my head around why that was such a controversial addition.
And Jim McGovern still wasn't done with the Republicans' resolution. Listen as he completely eviscerates them for condemning Joseph Stalin and Vladimir Lenin, but refusing to condemn Vladimir Putin, who is right now the tyrant who has invaded the sovereign nation of Ukraine.
And by the way, you know, when I go home, people are not bringing up Stalin and Lenin and Pol Pot all the time. They are bringing up Putin, and they are concerned about what he's doing in Ukraine. And maybe the reason why Putin is not on this list is because the other side of the aisle is divided in their support to help protect the sovereignty of the Ukrainian people.
And the truth of the matter is that the Republican Party is barely divided. There are only 1 or 2 Republicans who are standing against Vladimir Putin. The rest of them have vowed their allegiance to him. They have thrown their support. They are in league. They are absolutely on the side of Vladimir Putin to the detriment of the United States of America. These are the same insurrectionist, treasonous individuals who stormed the Capitol on January 6th. And he's making it clear that this resolution that they're trying to pass, grandstanding against socialism, is actually an attack on our safety nets. It's their way of scaring their base into voting against their best interests, which they have been able to do for generations. Here's a reality about the modern Republican Party. They are treasonous insurrectionists. They absolutely will overthrow this democracy simply because democracy has become inconvenient for them. They absolutely will eviscerate our safety nets because they believe every pot of money that is gathered by taxes in this country should go to the rich, while everyone else languishes in poverty and extreme circumstances. This is who they are. And the reason this bill is a poorly written, stupid bill is because it was written by very stupid people. We're not dealing with conscience of the conservative Barry Goldwater. We're not dealing with the William F. Buckleys. We're dealing with Marjorie Taylor Greenes and Matt Gaetz. And so it is a very ignorant bill written by very ignorant people with very malicious intentions for the United States of America.
I mean, I have to say this is about the stupidest bill I've ever seen. Just a stupid bill. And let me just say to my Democratic colleagues, vote however you want on this. Doesn't matter because it does nothing at all.